Have you ever heard of the Upside app? Have you ever wanted to save a little bit of money on fuel? Well, let me share with you our experience we've had while using the Upside app for almost 4 months now, and we've gotten back $122 savings. Stick around, I'm going to tell you how we did it. All right, so first things first, if at any time during this video or after this video you decide to try the Upside app, if you use our code, which is Dave34326, I'll put it right up here somewhere so you can see it. If you use our code, you'll be guaranteed 15 cents off per gallon on your next purchase. Once you claim your 15 cents off per gallon, then we will also get 15 cents off a gallon on our next purchase. That's kind of how this works, and you'll see how this works as we go along. So keep that code in mind. So now I'm going to do a little bit of cheating. I'm going to look at my phone as I tell you some of our history of our usage, and I'll be putting some screenshots up here somewhere for you to see what I'm looking at. So as I mentioned, at the time of this video, we've been using this app about 4 months. So our very first time of using this app, it was more of a test run. So I actually put in 30.01 gallons, and on that purchase, I got back 47 cents per gallon. I'll show you that right here. So on a 30-gallon purchase, $14.10 we got back. So let me say this also. When we use this app, I also check GasBuddy because I want to make sure that we're getting the lowest price by using this app. If GasBuddy can show me a better price than what I would get by getting a discount on Upside, I'd go to that station. I'm not stupid. But every single time we've used this app, we've gotten better prices than what we would have gotten by going to the cheapest price showed on GasBuddy. So keep that in mind as we go along. Anyway, 47 cents back a gallon, $14.10 on a 30.01 gallon purchase. So then I wanted to try it again. That was a test. The next time I tried it, I put in 21.96 gallons, and I got back 59 cents per gallon. So $12.95 back on a 21.96 gallon purchase. That's good money. The next time I did it was not so great. You don't always get huge money back. This time I got back 5 cents per gallon. And I put in 23.59 gallons at 5 cents back a gallon, which was $1.18. Still $1.18. Keep in mind that's $1.18, 5 cents off a gallon off of the cheapest price in the area that we were in at that time. So 5 cents is 5 cents. No complaints here. Then, the next time I used it, we purchased 23.59 gallons. We got 50 cents off a gallon, so $11.87, I cannot say that number, $11.80 back. Not bad. The next time we used it, we purchased 44.13 gallons, got 11 cents back a gallon. So again, not bad. 11 cents off of the lowest price in town already. That's real money. So we got back $4.85. The next time we used it, we purchased 10 gallons. We only got a penny off per gallon. So underwhelming, certainly. 10 cents, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. After that, we purchased 47.53 gallons at 27 cents off a gallon and got back $12.83. 27 cents off the already lowest price in town. Then we went and purchased 50.75 gallons. We got 62 cents off per gallon. We got back $31.50 on that purchase. Now, at this point, let me mention, if you'll notice, most of our purchases have been below 50 gallons. This one was 50.75. The reason for that is you can only get the discount on the first 50 gallons that you purchase each day. So the game is we carry 140 gallons of fuel on our truck, but I really try to only put in 50 gallons or less so we can take full advantage of the discount. If we put in 60 gallons, we're only going to get the discount on the first 50 gallons. The last 10 gallons, you're going to pay the price at the pump. Okay, so keep that in mind as you use this. I need to jump in here and say something that I almost forgot to tell you. Remember when I said you get the discount on the first 50 gallons that you purchased that day. Let me tell you something that happened to me so you don't make this mistake. So, you know how you use your Discover card or whatever card you're using, and a lot of times it has a dollar amount that it kicks off at. $75, $100, whatever. Well, if you want to utilize a full $50 discount, odds are that pump is going to kick off before you get to 50 gallons, right? So you need to go inside the station, tell them to start the pump so that you can shut your own pump off at 50 gallons, or just tell them, figure it out. If gas is $5 a gallon, for example, and you just tell them you want $250 worth of fuel, then it will turn off at 50 gallons. That way when you get the receipt and the transaction shows up to Upside, then you'll get the discount on the full 50 gallons. If you let the card shut off at 23 gallons, for example, take the card out, put it back in the pump, and run it again, that doesn't work. You will get the discount on the first run of that card. You will not get the discount on the second run of that card. You'll get a penny or 3 cents. So keep that in mind. Learn from my mistake. The next time we used it, we got back 16 cents per gallon. We bought 46.91 gallons and got back $7.51. Again, no complaints. 16 cents off the already lowest price in the area that we were in when we bought fuel. Now here's a fun one. When you do the Upside app, you can use this on diesel, gas. There are some restaurants that participate, and there are some grocery stores that participate. Now out west, we found no stores that were participating. But as we became closer to the East Coast, we finally ran across a store that participated, and it was a Price Chopper. So I said, hey, this is a great time to try this. Price Chopper was offering 21%, it was 20% cash back up to a $15 cash back. So we thought we'd try it. So we went to Price Chopper. We actually purchased $135.43 worth of groceries. And lo and behold, we got back $15. Now that's great. If we lived in an area that a store would always give us back 20% on our food bill up to $15, we would use that all the time. Think about that. Check that in your area. Now let me give you some of the bad things. So there was a time that we were in Tucumcari, New Mexico, I believe it is, and we could have saved some money on fuel. However, we had enough fuel to get to our next stop, which was in Guymon, Oklahoma. So I figured, hey, we can save a couple more pennies if we just go to Guymon and fuel up in Guymon, and a couple pennies is a couple pennies. So we drove to Guymon, and lo and behold, the station that Upside said would give us a discount no longer carried diesel. So we'd have been better off getting our fuel in Tucumcari instead of trying to pinch pennies and go to the next stop. But it didn't hurt us. We had plenty of fuel, but we had to pay the price that was at the pump. There was no discount. So that was one bad thing. So now we were aware of the fact that that could happen. We were in New York another time. Now it so happens we were driving by this fuel station that we wanted to get a discount at anyway, and we checked that fuel station, and even though it said it had diesel on the Upside app, it did not have diesel. So that was twice that happened with us on the Upside app. So I tried to notify Upside, which is hard to do. You can't call them. They don't want you to know of an email, but I finally found a way, and I did reach out to Upside and told them, hey, you're wasting your customers' fuel by sending us to stations that don't even carry diesel. You should do something about that. First email, no response. Second email, I did get a response, and they asked what station it was so they could correct it. I sent them the information, and 2 or 3 weeks went by, and I kept checking, and Upside never corrected that station. Now, I have not checked it recently. I am going to go back and check it again, but Upside really should get better at that. If a customer reaches out and lets them know that someplace does not carry diesel, that their app says does carry diesel, they should fix that. It's an easy phone call and an easy thing in their programming, I'm sure, so keep that in mind. But you know what? Overall, to get back $122 in savings in a 4-month period, that's real money. So again, keep that in mind. Dave 34326 if you decide to try this app. Now here's the game. It's a game. So Upside makes money by sending people like us to a fuel station. When we buy fuel there, that fuel station gives Upside a kickback. That's how they make their money. The whole reason for having their app is to make money. I get that. But the whole reason for us to use the app is to save money. And the best way to save money is you have to play the game a little bit. And part of the game is me sharing this with you and you using our code. And then when you start using Upside, you will have a code and you will share your code with other people. And as they use your code, you will start saving more money on the app. So if you're not willing to share the information, then you're probably going to get 1 cent, 5 cents, 7 cents back a gallon, which is still a savings. But if you really want to make savings, you need to share your code and hope that people will use your code so that you can save more money. Then it's ongoing. So let's say, for example, you decide to use our code, Dave34326, and make a purchase. You will save 15 cents off a gallon the first time, as I mentioned. When you get your money back from that 15 cents a gallon, then we will get 15 cents a gallon off on our next purchase. Then, every gallon that you purchase after that, we will get 1 penny for every gallon. Same thing for you. You share your code with someone else, they get 15 cents off a gallon, you get 15 cents off a gallon, and every gallon they purchase after that, you get a penny a gallon. I know, a penny a gallon doesn't sound like much, but I'll tell you what, and it adds up slowly. But let me give you an idea. So since we started sharing the information on Upside, we have 29 people that have used our code. And those 29 people have bought 1,121 gallons of fuel. So we've gotten back $11.21 just by people using it and getting us back a penny a gallon. So if you ended up with 100 people that use your code, you could get, enough for a nice dinner out in a year's time. Again, you're not going to get rich, but it's about saving a little bit of money when you can on fuel and maybe groceries. So there you go. That's some of the good and some of the bad. Hopefully you got some information out of this. Hopefully you'll use our code if you decide to try the Upside app. We did do a couple other videos on this when we first started. I'll put a link to those right up here as well in case you want to see them. But this is the most current information I have, and I wanted to share with you the information about those stations that said they had diesel that didn't have diesel. So if you use this app, you can be aware of that. And if Upside is out there watching any of these videos that people do, maybe they'll see this video and they'll pay closer attention to fixing those things. All right. Hey, leave me a comment down below. Do you use the Upside app? Do you use another app like Mudslide or just the GasBuddy app or the Escape-Ease app? Those are all good apps too. They have to take more information from you than I care to give. So the Upside app works really well for me, but we're all different, right? So anyway, leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you think. How about a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, got any information out of it? And even more importantly, again, if you decide to use the Upside app, we'd appreciate when you sign up to use our code Dave34326. As always, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.